city by the sea, soaked in sun and steeped in decades of tradition. Showcasing the best the Lowcountry has to offer in entertainment, food, and more. WTOC is thrilled to be in the city of Beaufort as we continue our 70th anniversary hometown tour. The News at 3 is live from the Beaufort Water Festival. All right, giving you a live look from the Beaufort Water Festival, looking at all the street vendors that have set up shop here, kicking off the first of 10 very fun days. Thanks so much for joining us out here live. I'm Madeline Hunt.
And I'm Tyler Marion. We are set up at Henry C. Chambers Waterfront Park, the 68th annual. And Maddie, we got the best view in the house. Can you believe that?
I know. I was going to say, our studio's looking a little different today.
It is. Less AC, but the view, I'll take this one.
I will take this one too. And like you said, it's the 68th annual Water Festival. It's been going on for a long time. People love it. And our Ryan Tismaneski is going to show us the very, very rich history of the Beaufort Water Festival.
You can't be around Beaufort without being on the water. You know, this is just part of the city.
That's how the festival got its name.
People were already coming here for different events, and then you added things like a beauty pageant, they added a dance. It just drew a lot of folks.
And that's how the festival came to be. Business owners wanted to make Beaufort a destination, so they did what Stowe said and built upon existing events. In the past 68 years, the festival has seen its fair share of chaotic fun.
I'm more or less the unofficial historian for the Water Festival, so I've read all the articles and everything. You know, we've had crazy things like a parachutist land on the roof of a building.
The festival has also seen all sorts of activities. From pickleball to croquet, events have come and gone, but Water Festival organizers say it's become a family tradition for many in the Lowcountry.
Now that the festival's grown, we have children coming back for homecoming. We have grandchildren coming back for homecoming, so we bring a lot of people back that don't live here anymore.
And now it's a part of the WTOC hometown tour for our 70th anniversary, 68th Beaufort Water Festival. We are so pleased to be joined by Dusty Vickers, PR and Marketing Director of the festival here. Dusty, have you been around for all 68 years?
No, man. No, I ain't that old.
But you do have an incredible history with this. We know that all the volunteers rotate through different kind of marketing events. So how long have you been involved?
I think I got my first badge in 14, but I started helping on a lower scale 2011, 2012.
Okay, and 2 years ago, did anything relevant happen in your life during Water Festival?
My little girl was born Lowcountry supper 2 years ago. The 1 week out of the year that we didn't want her to come, and she decided to come. So I need to say I've got a good seed now. You can't forget that birthday.
Of course, that just happens, how it works, right?
Definitely, definitely. You mentioned the Lowcountry Boil. That's going to be coming up soon. And we just talked to one of the restaurants around here that says they're making 1,000 pounds of shrimp for this.
Yeah.
What else do we have in store food-wise this week?
Well, during the night, during events, we have our concessionaire, so it's high school booster clubs. We'll be providing food for all the patrons that's going to be in the park. But other than that, we really don't serve food during the event, other than the concessions, except for Lowcountry supper. And it's usually a Lowcountry supper for anywhere from 2,000 to 2,500 people. So
that's a lot of cooking.
That's a lot of pots and a lot of dishes.
Yeah, that's a lot of. Are you on dish duty?
We're all on dish duty.
Every single volunteer, which is how this all gets put on, right? As volunteers like yourself.
All hands on deck, man. It takes 4 days to set up, 10 months to plan.
And now we are finally here. How does that feel?
Well, we got, I think, 3 hours and 45 minutes, but it's we're ready to when the gates to open.
Yeah, and we're hearing the Marine Corps band playing, practicing in the background. It's going to be a big night. It's the first night, kicking everything off. What's going to be happening out there?
Well, tonight we'll have, you already said Marine Corps band's going to play. We'll get up and do some talking, introduction, some dignitaries, some state officials, city officials, mayor will talk.
Just a few important people.
Yep. Boy Scouts will get up there with the color guard, and then we have a little local young lady. She's going to be singing the national anthem, and of course, Marine Corps Air Station is going to do a flyover. I think we got 4 or 5 F-18s that's going to fly over.
Oh, man. And that's always
yeah, man,
the coolest thing.
Oh, yeah.
Ever.
Local,
right.
too, you know.
And exactly. They're right down the street. You got to tell us. Obviously, you've been involved in this, and now you're about as closely involved in this as you can be. What's your favorite part of this 10-day long festival?
Oh, opening ceremony, man. 11 months of hard work.
Yeah.
It's here. Let's party.
And now we're only a few hours away. We're going to party, guys.
That's right.
We
That's
are.
right.
Partying back in the studio. That's
Yes.
our Dave Turley. He keeps the party going.
Dave, it is quite warm out here.
Yeah,
we have
it's
our
good.
little, glisten
Dustin
pads that
Fisher
we're trying to mop up the sweat while we're out here.
Yeah, you're going to be needing those. Hopefully we keep it dry where you might not need the umbrella, but there are some thunderstorms just to the north of Beaufort. We're going to be watching that. They're trying to build a little bit further southward as well. They're right over the Hickory Hill area, getting some showers here up towards the Chisholm area, and we can actually see a few storms trying to develop out there over the next hour or so. So if you're heading out there, make sure you're getting what's going on out there with the live radar available on the WTOC First Alert weather app, because even though we're dry now, we are looking at some storms. Had some storms over the downtown area as well, with some lightning that kind of pulsed up a little bit quickly there, and then now they're starting to weaken a little bit, but still some steadier rain, including over towards the south side. And we have more of those scattered showers expected to be developing mainly along the I-95 area on that Fair and Fair First Alert live radar. There's the storm just outside the studio right now, looking back towards the downtown area. 91 here, feeling like 100 degrees, and we're going to keep that rain chance 40% through 5 p.m. And we drop that after that 8 o'clock hour, drier this evening, but we'll talk about those rain chances in that First Alert 7-day forecast at 3:21.
All right, I'm glad we have these.
Yeah.
I called them glisten pads. I don't know what the proper
I'm calling
term
them
for
most
them.
valuable players today.
Yes.
And honestly, right now, we're going to keep doing that the whole time.
And we are happy that there's some cloud cover out there because
Yeah.
it's making things a lot cooler than it would be.
As long as it doesn't bring the rain. And I think honestly, we're under a pavilion here. I don't know if Ryan Tismaneski, our Lowcountry reporter who's out here with us, has the cover. Ryan's going to be roaming around all throughout the show. There he is, Ryan. You're over by the marina.
Yeah, we're going to call you Rovin' Ryan for the rest of the half hour.
Madeline, I'm going to be roving Ryan for basically the entire day. I'm here throughout the evening, going to be here until 6. Right now I'm on boat watch, just looking at some of the cool boats out here in the marina. I mean, it's the water festival. There's water. Earlier you heard from Todd Stowe, and you may have heard my voice telling you a little bit about the history. I asked him, I'm like, so how did it get its name? How did it become the water festival? And he said exactly what I just said right now. Water over there. You take a bridge to get over here. We're on an island. It's Beaufort. It's the water festival. So today, what's going on right now? The craft market. If you actually walk over with me to my left, we got all these artisan crafts. There's a few more behind the camera too. There's a lot going on right now. So we've got some stuffed animals over here. We've got some like chains made out of like, I don't even know how to call that. It's like some sort of petrified wood. I don't know the science behind it, but it's art. Okay. We've got different things made out of shells, other kinds of knitted things. We got like drinks, food, all the fun stuff. There's a guy out here that I interviewed last year who handcrafts these really beautiful like knives. Probably going to be speaking to him with again, a little WTOC reunion for us. Speaking of WTOC, it's the hometown tour. That's why we're out here today. So later in the half hour of this show, I'm going to be showing you off our little hometown tour tent. Show you how you can get a little bit of free merch if you download our app. I'm going to send it back to you.
Everybody loves free merch. Ryan, thank you so much. And I hope everyone at home laughs as much as we do when Ryan's on the air, because
Ryan's
he's just
great.
So funny. All right, y'all, we've got a ton more to come at you live from the 68th Annual Beaufort Water Festival. We're going to be talking about the Paris Island Marine Corps Band next.
You can hear them in the background.
A little music sample that's been going on. We're even bringing you more of that. We'll be right back in just a few. Welcome back, WTOC 70 Years Hometown Tour. You're getting a live look out right now at the soundstage at the 68th Annual Beaufort Water Festival with the Paris Island Marine Corps Band. They are getting warmed up for their show coming up in just a few hours. We're what? How's my math? 3 hours, 48 minutes away from the start of that show, Madeline. Can't wait for that.
I can't wait. It's already sounding great. This is just the sound check. So we want to bring in Staff Sergeant Victor Norris. He's with the Paris Island Marine Corps Band, and you got your saxophone with you. Thanks so much for being with us.
Happy to be here. My pleasure.
So you guys are an integral part of kicking all of this off. This has kind of become a tradition for your band.
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. I mean, the Paris Island Marine Band has been in the Lowcountry since 1915. I mean, over 100 years. And ever since the inception of this water festival, the Marine Band has been a part of it. We're a part of the Lowcountry music scene, and we're happy to do it every year.
Yeah, you sound great. What does the practicing look like going into this?
So, I mean, we gig 25 or 25. We gig all year long, and so whenever we're rehearsing, we're preparing for gigs that are coming up, and so we know this one's coming every year, even before the request comes. So we prepare different genres, different kinds of music in order to put on a good show for our home crowd here in Beaufort.
And I know a lot of people look forward to this show, like we talked about. It kicks off the festival every year, right? This is one of my favorite parts of the show, specifically, and the whole festival. What does it mean to you to be able to kick off this massive event that so many people come back into town, or just plan their whole year around?
Well, I've had the pleasure of almost half of my career spent here in Beaufort. 9 out of my 20 years I've spent here in Beaufort, and so a lot of these people are my neighbors, my friends, my crowd. And so whenever we get to put on this show, whether it's our wind ensemble, our brass band, our popular music group, we're playing for our people, and we have Marines out in the crowd as well. So we're playing for our home crowd.
Very, very cool. Tell us what kind of music you're going to be performing tonight.
For this concert, we're putting on a kind of a pops show. It's got a variety of different styles. We've got some show tunes, some John Williams. We've got marches and good military marches, things like that. It's a good variety, so we're looking forward to sharing it with the crowd.
It's sounding pretty patriotic over there.
Yeah, that's our brass band. They're warming up, doing their sound check. Yes, ma'am.
I would say, I'm not a music person, but does this also qualify as brass, or when are we hearing a saxophone tonight?
A saxophone, it's made out of brass, but it plays off of a reed, so it's technically a woodwind instrument.
Okay.
But yeah, we've got brass, we've got percussion, we've got woodwinds, we even have an upright bass, we've got the strings in there too. So.
How long have you been playing the saxophone?
I've been playing since I was about 10 years old.
So you're pretty good then.
I'm okay. I do all right. Well enough to get paid.
All right. Well, let's judge for ourselves. We want to hear a little ditty.
Good word. Ditty.
Staff Sergeant Victor Norris is going to take it away for us. All right, welcome back. We're live from the 68th Annual Beaufort Water Festival, giving you a shot of the beautiful water and some boats out there. There's going to be a lot of boats here at the Beaufort Water Festival over the next 10 days. Lots of shrimp boats going to be on display.
Yeah, and you actually had some shrimp earlier today. You're already in the festivities, in the spirit, Maddie.
I have already started digging into some shrimp. I went over to Plum, got myself some, good old southern shrimp salad. It was delicious, I have to say.
And Ryan Desmaneski, we didn't get him any shrimp, unfortunately.
Sorry. Rovin' Ryan, where are you now?
Listen, I'm at the WTOC tent, but hold on. Not giving me shrimp is a crime. They're about to cook 1,000 pounds of shrimp pretty soon. You better give me that shrimp! They're doing sound check right now, so I'm gonna have to yell. I'm at the WTOC tent for the hometown tour. I hope you can hear me. If you come on and say hi, I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna give you a koozie. I'm gonna give you a cup. I'm gonna give you some sunglasses. And if you download our app, if you download our weather app, I'm gonna give you a shirt. It's a very nice shirt. Let me show you. Let me flip it over. It's got the tour dates. It lets you know it's the hometown tour. The Lowcountry team's out here for the Water Festival. Come on down and say hi. Gates open at 6. Gotta send it back to you, Tyler and Madeline.
I don't know what he was saying. Can Ryan repeat himself?
Live food WTOC has ever had in the history of air.
He sounds a little mad. We got to get him some shrimp, and maybe Dave some shrimp too.
Dave, you want some shrimp? We can bring you back some shrimp. Ryan, we can get you some too. Dave, what do you think?
Hey, always a good time to get some shrimp out there. And if you're out there, guys, be careful because we have some storms to your north that we're actually watching out there. Hopefully they stay to your north, but there's potential for some thunderstorms. You can see reported now over at the airbase at 91 with feels like temperature 109. That thunderstorm is north of the Beaufort area right now, but we're going to keep that 40% chance for some scattered thunderstorms right through that 5 to 6 o'clock hour, then really start to decrease those rain chances as we head on into the evening hours. So take a look at what we have out there now on that Fair and Fair First Alert Live radar. There's the thunderstorm we're talking about here just to the north, but we can easily see a few more of these showers starting to develop even down over towards Laurel Bay and the Sheldon area. So we can easily see a pop-up area of some lightning like we're seeing down here right over Garden City and then over across southern areas of Jasper County, trying to get over towards the Fusky-Island. A lot of lightning and some locally heavy rainfall with that. A few showers just west of Midway and Riceboro, and is seeing a little bit of lightning has been decreasing as it heads over towards St. Simon's Island. So there's the rain chance along the coast. Most of us inland will be dry, and we're still seeing a lot of those temps in the 90s. Feels like temperatures are highest along the coast, so we have higher dew points. 105 is what it feels like, Savannah, 109 in Beaufort. And as you can see, mostly cloudy sky for a lot of the coastal areas. A few more breaks inland. We'll keep that rain chance early tonight, but then start to dry things out as we go hour by hour. You see by 9 o'clock, computer models suggesting drier weather, so that's good news. Pretty quiet there at midnight. Dry start for our Saturday, and as we heat things up again, scattered showers and a few thunderstorms again expected for the afternoon. So if you have a tea time tomorrow, try to get that done earlier because that's when it'll be the coolest. We're back in the mid-90s, and it will be very hot and humid, so it's going to feel hotter tomorrow, up to about 105 in some locations. And your First Alert 7-day forecast has more of the same Sunday into next week. Afternoon rain chances with those highs remaining in the mid-90s.
We're back out live. 70 years WTOC's hometown tour. We're at the Beaufort Water Festival, 68th annual. We've got Greg Godfrey, the Water Festival's sports director, alongside Greg. We know there's a lot of great events throughout the Beaufort Water Festival, but you know my favorite. I know it's your favorite outside of opening ceremonies. Come on, tell the people.
Bed race.
Bed race. And why is that, Greg?
Because that's like the fastest 15 seconds you can have in Beaufort County that day.
Okay, but I got to tell you. All right, so the people that don't know.
He's done it.
2 years ago, we did it on the air. Greg was the one who started us on the race, and when I was on it, it was not the quickest 15 seconds. It felt like the longest because everyone's drenching you with water. It's crazy.
That's what's the fun part about it. You get to scream down Bay Street while people shoot water at you. It's always a good time.
And the last part is the cherry on top of the sundae, the cream pie to the face.
Yes,
right?
That is always fun. You always got to be prepared for the end. They always try to give you something special.
Which I was not prepared. No one told me about that, by the way. Again, this was 2 years back when we did this, and you know, you get to the end, and then there was, I remember so vividly, this little girl, maybe like 7 years old, she comes up with a big smile, a hand behind her back, and I'm like, what's going on? Why is she walking toward the hospital bed that I'm laying on? And then sure enough, well, boom.
There you go. You always got to expect something, a little surprise at the end.
How did this become a tradition?
I think this was something that was started a long time ago. It was another opportunity for us to have the community all involved in something. As you can see when you do the bed race, everybody comes out and lines the streets so they can have the opportunity to throw water balloons and all kind of stuff at the people that are on the bed. So it just makes for a fun time.
Are you one of the people that are loading up as cold of water as humanly possible?
Of course. You have to have the full experience. Once you get on that bed, like, we got to give you the full experience, and I'm sure you had a great time doing it.
It was one of my favorite experiences we've ever had at WTOC. I mean, at least in my time here. It was great.
Yeah, we got some good video that is going to be in your blooper reel one day.
Yeah, one day. Eventually. Greg, we appreciate you joining us.
Well, thank y'all so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
And again, we're here live from the 68th Annual Beaufort Water Festival. It's all part of our WTOC hometown tour. And this is just one of several stops we're making all around our community. The next one's going to be in Brooklet for the Brooklet Peanut Festival in September.
We're celebrating 70 years.
70 years on the air.
It's amazing. And of course, today, we're out here at the Beaufort Water Festival, 68th annual. And it just doesn't get any better than this. You can hear the Paris Island Marine Corps Band playing us out. Right now, they're going to play in about, what, 3.5 hours? Is that right, Mel? About 7 o'clock?
Yeah, gates open up at 6. The concert starts at 7. And then don't forget, fireworks around 9 o'clock tonight.
So much exciting stuff on the way tonight. And we've got more content coming your way right here from the Beaufort Water Festival throughout the night on the news as well. You can't miss that. We appreciate you starting your afternoon with us right here on the live version of this, The News at 3.